Alright, we are going to be looking at this new Special S Blend CD1 Zeta's Moon Signature Series Colton Montgomery. And we're going to look at a pretty beat-in C-line CD1 and a pretty new C-line CD1. We're going to see how it fits in, where it flies, and let's just do it. So, hole 1, 345, straight ahead. We're just going to do a little flat, kind of stalling, let it fade out. I was a little turned over, Alright, we'll put it a little higher. Good gosh, that thing was super straight. I obviously didn't hang it out right enough and it just stalled, but stayed really straight. That was pretty nice. Also, it'd be super sweet if you haven't, you subscribe, like this video, and go check out the armory wherever that probably pops up on the screen. Hole 2, 400 feet. I'll put a little arrow because normally you'd want to forehand this. Yeah, we're gonna try to get a nice little like turn into a fade into that basket. The right to left isn't gonna help. So it's too stable. The new C-line was too stable to hold that. And then of course the wind just beat it down, but I think that that's less stable than my beat-in C-line CD1. It's nice, but not for the wind. Had there been no wind, that probably would have come out. Hey, 435, downhill, I'll highlight it, tailwind. We're gonna try to keep it low and straight. I'm gonna throw the new C-line a bit flatter. It kept that really flat flight, and I probably just hung it out right and stalled it a bit. I have a feeling this one will need to be a bit more hyzer flip. My first insight is that this Mania is now releasing a bunch of discs, I don't know if it's on purpose or not, that glide really well and are good for slow and fast arm speeds, like that Nordic Phenom 2, the Skywalker, now the DD, this thing, the Zeta's Moon. Alright, hole 4, 320 feet approximately, little arrow, blue basket out there. I'm gonna go with a wide hyzer and see how swing back. It just kind of held that hyzer angle, never really came back a whole lot. Look at this freaking damage. These plants, it impaled my disc. That was a bit low, so we didn't get much of a read, but it did fight left at that very tail end of the flight. Well, I hope we all saw that. That was hyzered more than that beat-in one. You saw it almost like flatten out, and then it like had a tiny little baby fade. So this one, hole, what are we on? Hole 5. Hole 5 is 340 feet, about 330. You won't be able to see it. It's gonna be straight into this arroyo and then to the left into some bushes. That was pretty cool too. It was inside, but it worked out because you see it flipped and barely even moved on that fade at all until the end. Huh. Yeah. Alright, I will most surely never use these on a forehand, but here's the chance. It's 240 feet, tailwind, so we'll try a forehand. That would be really nice for a tight situation. You saw it just went straight, flat, long ways, glidey. All right, hole 7, 360. I'll put another arrow. It's just kind of tucked away. It's better to come in on a hyzer angle, but with this slight left to right wind, we're gonna do a turnover. I don't want to put a lot of angle on it. Wow, that was definitely right on it. A little more inside than I wanted, but way more stable than I thought it'd be with that left to right pushing. I'm gonna throw this one slightly more flat out to the left, and it'll probably turn way over there. That was amazing. I think I like that more because my beat-in CD1 obviously came out way early on a similar angle, and that was nice and felt good to just throw it flat knowing it would drift for a long ways. So, okay, hole 8, into a slight headwind, which is not ideal for this Zeta's moon in particular. It's 356, 18 feet up that little hill. So to finish on the flat, probably need more of like a 380 to 400 foot drive. And these are perfect, but normally this is what I'd use. So I'm gonna do one shot with it to see if it'd work, and then we'll do these 3. Yanked it out right. That more stable, brand new CD1 flies almost like a more glidey Vanguard. Definitely verdicts out, never throwing that into a headwind, ever. Hole 9, 330 feet, it's over there, can't tell on camera, somewhere. We're gonna pretend with this big old dumb bush here that we need to go left of it, and there's a big cliff into an OB, so we're gonna just do a straight, hopefully soft turning finish and not fading off left. All right. That was effortless, not hard, really nice and easy, controllable distance. Final thoughts is that I definitely thought this was gonna be too understable to throw, but it feels like a less beefy version of the sea lines, but it does have significantly more glide than these other ones, especially a new sea line. My beat-in one, which I've had since the mystery box came out and I tested it, it's been in the bag since then, and it flies with like a hyzer flip, but this, it can barely do that as long as it's a slight hyzer, whereas the Zeta's moon is way more glidey, way more effortless distance, so it just glides easier. And I think that this is probably a CD1 that's meant for almost any arm speed, whereas these be like a bigger FD1 if you're not throwing 400 or more. Slightly more stable version than the FD. That's what it reminded me of. Obviously this has more fade than the FD. I definitely think it's worth it for slower arm speeds and even pros that want that really easy wooded, don't have to try too hard for that hyzer flip to turn. Or let me know what you think. So figure it out.